What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Man, one of the worst things you can do to somebody who depends on you and somebody who views you as a reliable person is to disappoint them. And disappointment comes in different forms, meaning that you have people that are just disappointing people. That's their MO. They set you up, they let you down. But also disappointment can just come unintentional. There are people who may set out to do something. They really got their mind fixed that they're going to do it. And for whatever reason or another, they just are not able to do it. Hey, I was trying to make it to your graduation, but my flight got delayed. Or so just and you disappointed that person. Just couldn't happen. In those cases, um, we should be judged by our intentions instead of being judged by the actual act of not getting it done. But when you establish yourself as having a reputation for being somebody who can never be depended on, never be relied upon, then it changes the whole perception and the whole view that people might have had of you in the beginning. Even if your resume might have been good, you may have came out the blocks pretty strong and did some good things, but the world we live in is like, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me 12 seconds ago? That's how it is. But we have to do our job and our best to make sure that we become reliable people of our word. And that's something that we all got to work on. I know I got to get better at it as well. But you want to make sure that you don't become a snake. You're not one of those people who are doing it on purpose, like I mentioned earlier. And uh, children, people in relationships, families, friends, these are the people who look at you in that light. And they look at you as, especially if you're obligated to be there for those people, like say in the case of children and all their wives, husbands, and all that. You don't never want to become a person. One of the biggest things that just can just crush you as a person, if you even feel like you're a pretty decent person. You know, I don't mean where you delusional and you just the worst guy in the universe and you steady thinking, well, hey man, I treat people good. Hey, no, you don't. You know, but um, when you let somebody down, man, you feel it. You're like, oh man, yeah, oh I forgot, I said I was gonna be, you feel it when you let somebody down, and it's hard to rebuild that trust. It's like a trust situation, like in a relationship or something. It's like you let somebody down. People are not always. Somebody asked the question, would you rather somebody be angry at you or disappointed in you? And I was like, man, I might go with anger because when you disappoint somebody, you make somebody mad. It could be just about anything, but they still would take into account you as a person, your integrity and all that. And even if you disappoint somebody, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person if you're not doing it on purpose. But uh, people just have that mindset like, I'm not gonna call him no more. I tried that with her one time. I can't rely on her. I can't rely on him because people are in situations where it's like, hey, I really need to get this done. Look, you said you was gonna do that for me. I really, really need it. I wouldn't have called you if I didn't need it. And then no matter how urgent it is, you fail them. That bothers me more. I'm the kind of person I like to come through for people. If I say it, I like to do it. Which, like I say, I'm not always perfect on that. Don't get it twisted now. But I like to be the person that when somebody contacts me, you know, I can get it done. And if I can't get it done early on, once you tell me what it is, and it's too much for me, then I'm gonna say, well, nah, that's a little bit out my field goal range. I can't kick it that far, but that's my nature. I like to make it happen for people, within reason, of course. So if I commit to making it happen, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen, because I don't want people to be like, hey man, you let me down. And even on simple things, somebody, like say, somebody just wants you to show up, man. Just come by my get together, man. They doing this for me tonight. They gonna give me a certificate. I just want to just look in the crowd and see you, man. If I can make it, I'm gonna come. I plan on coming if I can make it. But we got to do a better job to not disappoint the people that we care about, the people that depend on us, because that disappointment can fester in their system, and if they start taking it with them, they'll find themselves giving up on the goodness of humanity. And that's what you don't want. It's throwed off, and as crazy as the world is, there's still a whole lot of really good people in the world. And if we let our vision get clouded into focusing on the crazy folks, the folks that are out there like that, then we will start to think that, well, man, that's all that the world consists of, and that's just actually not true. So we got to be the ones who sprinkle that hope and that reality in here and there, to where down the line this person doesn't become bitter because, God forbid, you're somebody that they look up to and depend on, and you let them down and crushes them, and then the next person that does it, they out of there. It's like relationships. Some dude had a good woman and he just dogged her out and just let her down and just treated her terrible, and then she give love a try again, and the next guy does the same thing. You know, she now we now run the risk of her just being like, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm done. And we can't lose that, and we can't let people lose faith in us as people. So we all got a job to do. That we all got a part to play. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if it's something I forgot. Make sure you drop it down, and I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.